Blessed be the name of the Lord our God. Talking about the Antichrist, we're continuing this. One of its heads of the Antichrist seemed to have a mortal wound. Its mortal wound was healed, and the whole earth marveled as they followed the beast. Now they're following the Antichrist, and it goes on. And they worshipped the dragon. They worshipped the dragon. They worshipped Satan. Very interesting. I walked into a Chapters Indigo store recently, and what I noticed was that there was no religious section. If it was, I missed it. It could have been so small. But there was a huge section given to the occult, to witchcraft, Wicca, and stuff like that. Wow. Tells you the direction that our societies have moved. In Western civilization, we have moved away from enlightenment and revival and worship God to worshiping the devil as we deny him, and we move more and more into darkness. Here we have people openly, outrightly worshiping the dragon. Satanism is on the rise. As you know, there's a push, and some people established satanic clubs in elementary schools to combat religious education, to combat Bible clubs. So we're going to talk about Satan, and we're going to worship the devil instead. They worship the dragon, for he had given his authority to the beast, the Antichrist, and they worship the beast also. So they not just worship Satan, the dragon, but they also worshiping the Antichrist. And what did they say? Who is like the beast? Who is like the Antichrist? Like we say, who is like the Lord our God? Like they say, who is like this Antichrist? Who can fight against him? He seems to be so powerful, the Antichrist. Who is able to stand and fight against him? But let's see something else now, another characteristic of the Antichrist. The beast was given a mouth uttering haughty and blasphemous words, and it was allowed to exercise authority for 42 months. That's 3.5 years. So when he speaks, he's speaking with power. He's very haughty. He's arrogant, and he's blasphemous. So he's cursing God, coming against God. Like we see, it's happening in the world, and social media, whether it's on and even conventional media, people using the internet and so on to curse God, to blaspheme God, to speak ill about God and about Jesus. But God has a day when he will judge. But we should also notice something. He was allowed to exercise authority. God permitted him to exercise authority for a limited period of time. 42 months, 3.5 years. So whatever the devil has coming up for people in the world today, we know that he's not in ultimate control. God is still sovereign. But these are things we're going to see. And when we see these things happening in the world, let us know that, well, this is the spirit of the Antichrist at work. Amen.